It's about 9 o'clock on a Sunday morning. We've got Crystal Palace at 2. It's pissed it down, and I'm here very early, just about to do the match day morning, and then get ready for the game. So I'll talk to you after the game, probably. Bye. Right, peeps. So it's now almost 4:45. We've lost 2-1 against Crystal Palace. Fun, oh fun. Now I've got about a 4-hour journey up to Manchester. So wish me luck, and I'll hopefully let you know when I get to Manchester. Bye. Finally here. It's about 9:30 Sunday night. Old Trafford is over there somewhere. And I'm gonna go to sleep now, so I'll see you in the morning. Bye. Evening, afternoon, good morning. You might know that place, Old Trafford, and Hotel Football, so we'll be going in there a bit later on and having a chat with Gary Neville. Randomly, what has my life become? Anyway, I'll try and take a few pictures if I can of the interview, of the episode, and yeah, hope you enjoy. Bye.
We got Russ as well, a West Ham fan.
And finally.
No, it's not like that. It's not like that, Russ. It's
That's
W.
how I feel at the moment.
W in it. W's at the end, isn't it? You know what I mean? Alphabetical. You know what I mean?
Always bottom.
I've got a question for you though. Are you still behind your manager?
I am because I.
What about the majority of the fans? I mean,
I think it's split. I think after yesterday it is turning a little bit more towards. And I think it's what people were saying about the difference between performance and progression, because we've had, since he came in, you've got to think what happened beforehand. Under Pellegrini, we were in a right state. He's already saved us once before after Slav came. All the wheels fell off. He came in, steadied the ship. I think they should have given him the job then rather than bring Pellegrini in, the experiment. Spent money on Haller, spent money on Anderson. Didn't work. Brought in a Premier League. He's won the Premier League with Man City and stuff in Pellegrini. Didn't work. Brought in Moyes. He's come in. We were bottom of all the running stats and stuff. He went, right, go out and get Thomas Souček. I want someone who's going to run. And we built a team around togetherness. And I've been working at the club and supporting the club for years and years and years. And that period, during that COVID period, that was the best I've seen West Ham as a team since probably the early 90s. That togetherness. And he brought that back. And I think his downside is actually going out and spending £170 million worth of really good players, technically gifted players. So I don't think that transition works with him.
What have you made of Scamacca in that? Scamacca's been one of those times.
Well, that's the thing, Scamacca, Paquet, you've gone out and, we've been crying out for a forward since Haller. That didn't work because you're playing a player, you don't play in the right position. He goes to Ajax and absolutely smashes all the records. He was doing well in Dortmund until the illness. And for me, someone like Scamacca, we've gone out and bought the Italian number 9. We went out and bought Paqueta, who starts the Brazilian national side. We went out and bought the German right back. We've bought some really good players, but it's just not clicking.
That's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I was.
They've bought good players now, isn't it? The expectations are risen.
Yeah, the United game last Sunday. Yeah, last Sunday. It's so frustrating sometimes watching West Ham that obviously I was watching the game thinking, go on. Yeah. It's like that. You just want them. It's an Everton quality. It's a West Ham quality. that you just think there's more if they just go from the beginning and believe, and it takes a long time for them to think that they believe, and the risk comes too late. A little bit like Tottenham yesterday, the Tottenham's risk came too late in the game, whereas West Ham's at Old Trafford. Once he took off the boy, I forgot the boy's name that played behind the front, the midfield player, blonde lad. Clown.
Downs.
He took the boy Downs off and bought Fornals, I think, late on. And when that change was made, the game changed. And I felt as though there was still that sort of what would be that feeling of not conceding a second more than going.
That's always been, safety first type thing.
That was evident, I think, in that game against United last week, which I thought United were there for the taking.
He took off
Skamaka. He took off
Skamaka at half time, but he also took off I've got his name now.
Ben Rama. He took off
Ben Rama yesterday. And when he
Should
took
we do this
off,
section again?
but when he took off Ben Rama, the fans, you could hear them audibly. They were very unhappy about that. And is one of the criticisms with Moyes at the moment is that, all right, all great last season, you're like that underdog manager. We know you haven't quite got the players, but now you have got some of those players. You've got a Paqueta, you've got, Ben Rama, and he doesn't really know how to now play with these type of players, because I think I'm not speaking for a West Ham fan, but they want to see more from the team. They want to see more attacking play.
Yeah, but you've got a manager in David Moyes who I think when he went into West Ham, it was a similar sort of club to Everton. Yeah. And he was at Everton for 10, 11 years and consistently punching above the weight and getting to Europe. That's what he's done at West Ham. But every one of those Everton seasons wasn't 5th, 6th or 7th. They'd have the odd finish 12th one season. And at that time, with Bill Kenwright in charge and even the supporters always behind, there was no panic or sort of histrionics. And I think, West Ham, maybe there was a few boos yesterday, but I don't think there should ever be that panic when you've got David Moyes as the manager. You still believe they'll be fine. They mightn't finish 6th, like they did 6th or 7th they finished last season. It might be a season where they finish 12th or 10th. West Ham have had a million of those seasons.
Could be fighting a relegation battle as
they
well.
They won't. I can absolutely guarantee if they won't fight a relegation battle with the players that they've got and the manager that they've got, they won't.
No,
what they need to do is have David Moyes. They'll stabilise the club. For years, West Ham have fought relegation. David Moyes will be a manager who will always keep them up. I know you want more than that, of course. But it might be a season where they finish 10th or 12th. Don't panic. Don't get carried away. The following season, you probably finish 8th. And I think he's just replicating everything that he did at Everton. And I think if there was any pressure or talk of David Moyes leaving West Ham, I think it's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, he's doing a good job.
All right, love that message. Don't panic is the message out to the West Ham fans.
We'll try not.
And I want to thank all the fans.